In today's video, I'm going to be decluttering my makeup. I did a very similar video to this last year and you guys actually loved it, so I thought that I should do this again. I normally declutter my makeup every January anyway, but you guys know that I was on a break in January, and when I say on a break, I was on a break with everything. Okay, so I haven't decluttered my makeup at all, and I was about to do it again, and I was like, why don't I show you guys when I'm decluttering? If you guys know from last year's video, I did mention that going forward, I want to streamline my makeup to products that I'm actually using, irregardless of the price, either high end or drugstore, but as long as it works for me, that's what we're doing going forward. So I'm just gonna go through all of my makeup. I have everything in this tray here. You guys have seen it before. This was the exact same tray I had in my other video last year, and this is where I still keep my makeup. Nothing has changed. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Anything I'm going to be giving away, I'm going to put it in this Amazon grocery bag that I have here. So I'm just going to put that by my side here. So if you see me dropping anything on this side of the video, that means I'm tossing away, and anything I'm keeping is going to remain in the little tray that is here. So let's start. So the first thing I have here is my Laura Mercier setting powder. I've had this for years now. I know on the box it does say to keep it for 12 months, but hey, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I know they do have another one which is like the ultra blur, and this part here is now like gold, and I do plan to buy that as well, but I'm like, look at how much I have here. What am I going to do with all these products in here? Can you guys see how much I still have in this? Like, it's still a lot. This is a matte velvet powder from Makeup Forever. This is my favorite, hands down. I'm nearly done, and I am definitely going to be needing a refill of this, but I also just saw that they now have new powder foundation, and I think that one is called the Ultra Blur powder for Ultra HD powder foundation. Similar packaging, but this is now brown. I will insert a picture somewhere so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. And as soon as that drops, baby, I am buying it. I'm there because if you're still looking for an amazing powder for yourself, Makeup Forever has it. It is quite hard to find in the UK, but I will insert a link of the store that I normally get it from in the description box below, so do check that out. But listen, this powder right here is everything. So this is the new one from the last declutter video. I didn't have this, so this is actually new. And I actually have two of this. I got one for myself, and then for Christmas, one of my Christmas gifts for my sister was this particular bronzer as well. So I have two of this. So that means we're stocked. Okay, there's no buying of any bronzer anytime soon because we have enough. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer, and I'm in the shade 4. This is the darkest that she has. Absolutely amazing. Such an amazing product. It is what the hype. It is what and the size as well makes it even a little bit worth the money. I can't remember how much it's for actually, but it is worth it. Literally, I have it on today, and it is worth everything. I have here the Sun Kissed Glow bronzer. This is also from Charlotte Tilbury. It's her cream bronzer. This was the second Christmas gift that I got for my sister, and ever since this came Christmas, I have been using this every single day, non-stop. I haven't stopped using this, like, and even for how much I've used it, like nothing. It doesn't even look like I've touched it. Can you guys see that? This a little does go a long way, and it's just such an amazing product. Huda Beauty Nude Medium Palette, and I still have this. I still have it. So good. We're definitely keeping this. It's not going anywhere. Are we going to throw anything away today? Are we? Okay, so in here I have the Lancome Teint Idol concealer, and I absolutely love this thing. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. We're keeping it because if you know from my Glam Wednesday videos, I did tell you that I use this to clean my eyebrows, and that's what I use till date. So it's not going anywhere. We're keeping this baby. We're keeping her. We're keeping her. Okay. So the next thing that we have here is the Becca. We all know that Becca no longer exists. Literally, are they back? Did they come back? I'm very sure I saw somewhere that they are coming back, or is it that they're coming back or they're back? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. And this back then, I'm talking 10 years ago, I think, this was the highlighter for your bridal makeup. Every bride at that point was most likely wearing Champagne Pop. Then we had the days of the Laura Geller, Gilded Honey, and the rest. However, I was able to get my hands on this like a couple of years ago, and I'm not dropping this. And for how much I use this stuff, this look, it doesn't even look like I touch it at all. And I use this thing very regularly, but we're not throwing that away. Okay. The next thing that I have here is the Fenty Beauty highlighter as well, and it's the Mean Money and Hustler Baby Kilowatt. This is what it looks like inside. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I have barely reached out for this particular highlighter, and now I'm like, it's time. I barely reached out for her in 2022. I did more of Champagne Pop than Fenty Beauty, so it's Fenty, and I have a soft spot for Fenty, even though I don't really have a lot of Fenty stuff actually. Why? But she's gonna have to go because we barely used her. We barely touched her in 2022. And I don't see myself using it because I'm so comfortable with Champagne Pop. If I was gonna get another highlighter, I think I want to go more into liquid highlighters now, because that's what it is giving these days, you know. Fenty, I'm so sorry. Okay, the next thing, this is actually skincare, but for makeup. This is the Glow Recipe Niacinamides SPF. I talked about this quite a lot, and did I talk about this? Have I talked about this? I don't know, but this is the Glow Recipe SPF 50, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I did enjoy this. I absolutely did not. Yeah, I did. I talked about it in my SPF video. If you haven't seen that, I did a video on a very detailed video on SPF and why you should wear SPF every single day, regardless of whether you're going out, inside, whatever you're doing. SPF, baby, really, really good. And this one from Glow Recipe, since I got it, I have barely touched it, and that's sad, actually. So we're gonna toss out. Another SPF, and this is the Invisible UV Flawless Poreless Primer, and this is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is SPF 50. This, my darling, as she says, darling, this is an amazing primer. I say this is like the high-end version of this. I don't know what is inside, but for me, what I'm using to say is a high-end version is that they are both SPF 50s, and they both don't leave that white cast that I hate so much with passion. So this is kind of a high end of this. So now that I've mentioned this too, this is the La Roche-Posay. I did tell you guys how much I love this in my SPF video, so we're keeping this too. What else do we have here? We have the MAC powder blush in Raisin. This, absolutely gorgeous. I'm keeping her. She ain't going anywhere. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know why I'm keeping her, but I just can't bring myself to getting rid of her. Ever since I purchased this particular primer, I haven't bought another primer. I have not gotten another primer, and I'm not gonna buy another primer. And now I'm running out of it, and I've been searching. You know how you're running out of something and you're already looking to see, okay, when can I just add to cart for when next I'm doing my for when next I'm going to do my makeup purchase or skincare purchase. It's been out of stock everywhere. Everywhere. I'm like, what's happening? You guys don't play me. Do not play me, okay? This is the Hydro Grip primer from Milk Makeup. This thing, can you guys see? I use I use her and I'm nearly done. Look at how much I have left. So I really, 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 really need to replace her really, really soon. But I've checked and it's out of stock. So if you guys know anywhere that I can find this, please let me know because I'm definitely I need it. Like that is the best primer I have had in for years. I know Becca had one and I was never crazy about it because of the whole it was just too mattifying. I didn't like that. This is not mattifying at all. Gives the skin the hydration and just it's just it's beautiful. I have here is a rose ink cream bronzer. Honestly, this bronzer. hmm, It's a love-hate relationship. I'm not gonna throw it away, but let's see next year if I'm still gonna keep her because she's good. She's not as heavy as the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. This is a cream bronzer, by the way. I love, 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 love the packaging. You guys can see this is just so beautiful. And then you open it like this, and this is what it looks like inside. This is in the shade Seychelles. It doesn't show on my skin. And from reviews, it's not meant to do that. I think it's one of those very subtle and gentle bronzers. If you're someone who likes something like that, this would be good for you. I think this is going to be so good, and I actually use it to contour my face. And not my face, my nose when I don't want something really harsh. But I barely contour my nose. Let's be honest. I barely do. And even if I want to do contour my nose, I would just go in with the brush that I already used to contour my face and just take some product out of that and just put it on my face. So, mm, I don't know. I don't know. I'm praying that I find a use for her because I love the packaging. I love the packaging, but I don't know. But we're not gonna get rid of her yet. Let's see. This is the Bond This Way multi-use concealer, and it's in the shade butterscotch. This has been my concealer for years. Yeah, I love it so much. I'm still not gonna throw it away, but I think that I can do it a slightly lighter concealer, a little bit lighter. And I've had a look, and I think warm sand will be the next shade that I can get. And I'm thinking I might probably just do that and get warm sand instead. It's either I do get another uh, uh, uh brighter concealer shade of this particular concealer. I'm not getting another concealer because this is the concealer of all times. This is the Hypnotizing Pop Shot, and it's from Charlotte Tilbury. I just picked this up recently, so we're keeping her, and I absolutely love her. So so cute. I have used her, and she is amazing. Got to be. I did a video showing you guys about this Got to Be brow gel. I love it, and I'm keeping her definitely. So I feel like I'm keeping everything. Let's keep going. Anti foundation. This is the Charlotte Chip. I have quite a lot of Charlotte Tilbury products now that I think about it, and that's interesting. That is actually interesting. You know by now that Charlotte Tilbury is an expensive brand, but listen, it's okay for something to be expensive. But what is not good is when the money is not proportionate to the product, when the money is not deserving of the product. And that's something that I find Charlotte Tilbury does not do. If she says something is good, 9 out of 10, it is good. And that's what I love about the brand. it lives up to the expectation. Unlike so many other brands that I have tried in the past that are supposedly expensive and all, and they just don't live up to the expectation. And you're like, I spent all this money for what? I've seen better. I have definitely seen better. But Charlotte Tilbury does it for me. And this foundation, I have this foundation on today. It is the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. And it says it's for your best healthy looking skin day every day. Am I not looking healthy? Tell me, don't I just look good? And that's because of this foundation. This foundation. The only thing is she doesn't have many shades. This shade is definitely, you guys can probably see, it's darker, a little bit darker than my skin tone, but we can make it work. We're gonna make it work, but it's a little bit darker. But still such an amazing foundation. Absolutely love it. This product, I've thrown it away, gone back to pick it up, thrown it away, gone back to pick it up, thrown it away again, and then I was just like, girl, just admit it. You like this product, eh? This is the Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette. Her. Ladies and gentlemen, her. And I have thrown this thing away, gone back to pick it up, thrown it away. Not in the bin, of course, but normally when I declutter products like this, I put it aside for a while, wait for my family or either my sister-in-law, my mom to come around first and see if they like anything. And once they've done their choice or pick whatever they think they like, I'll put it away. But most times my mom beats my sisters to it. But yeah, I have literally not been able to throw this particular, and I have it on today, and it's giving everything that it needs to give. I can't bring myself to throw it away, so we're gonna keep it. Okay. On to the next one that I have here is the Makeup by Mario Master Nudes. Now I haven't reached out to this, but because listen, I'm not particularly an eyeshadow girl. Let's be honest, I'm not an eyeshadow girl. Maybe I'll do more of eyeshadows, but I don't tend to do a lot of eyeshadows because aside when I'm recording, the only time I'm doing makeup is when I'm going to church. And to be honest, I don't need to do. It's an amazing palette, I'm not gonna lie. However, I think I'm not putting it to as much good use that I can, because to be honest, this doesn't. When I was watching a video that he did with Jackie Aina, I think. Look, I still have the paper that on the mirror thingy. When I was watching a video that he did with Jackie Aina, and what he said was he was trying to do a palette that can be used for everything. So you can use this as a eyeshadow, you can use it to contour your face, you can use it as a bronzer, you can use it as anything. And now that I think about it, I've actually not put this particular palette into good use because I just thought, oh, it's eyeshadow. But now that I have, heard that, I would definitely put this into better use. Definitely. So we're not throwing her away, we're keeping her. Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker Warmth Bronzer, and this is in the shade Thick Mint, and we are definitely throwing this away because ever since I got her, I have not used her because she's just too red for me. It's coming like a dark brown on camera, but when I try to put it on my skin for you guys to see, it is really red. Even that is not showing it, but it's very red on my skin. Look at that. Very, very red for me. This is definitely gonna be thrown away. Okay, so the next thing that we have here is the same product. This is the Sun Stalker, but this is in the shade Coconutty, and I used this particular bronzer for the longest until I saw the light of Charlotte Tilbury, and I was like, okay, Okay, baby girl, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to take a little break, okay? But I could probably use this. No, no, no. You guys can see how hard I'm finding it to throw away some of this product. This is an amazing product, and if Charlotte Tilbury is too expensive, Fenty Beauty does it. Okay? Okay. So what else do we have here? This is the NARS Climax mascara, and I actually got this in the smaller size at the time because I wanted to try it. I feel like a lot of drugstore mascaras do amazing. Like my Maybelline, I find myself doing more for my Maybelline one than the Climax one. But are we gonna throw her away? Let's pause. The only reason why I'm a little bit thinking you're not throwing this away is the packaging, guys. I love this packaging, and I just feel like I can't always, especially when I'm traveling, I can't always go with this, but this in my purse will look amazing. So, okay, saying that out loud now, we're keeping her, okay? And we're also definitely keeping the Maybelline Color Soul Go Extreme Mascara. Okay. I have here the Fresh Face Matte Setting Spray. This is a Barry setting spray. I haven't heard much about this product, but it's actually really good. Like really, look at how much I've used out of it. Really, really, really good. Let me see if you guys can see. Look at where the water is. We used her. She served us really well, but she's gonna have to go because I'm decluttering. There's no point keeping her. The other thing I have here, you guys will have seen this in my last declutter video that I told you guys. This is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. This, if you're looking for another amazing drugstore setting spray, go to e.l.f., go to Barry M. These two products, and e.l.f. also has other ones. I think they have the matte setting mist. They also have the dewy setting mist. They have quite a few, and I think that one is black up. I'll see if I insert a picture. Actually, no, I'm not gonna insert a picture because I don't want to say I'm gonna do something and then I don't end up doing it. Okay, so this served me really well, but I haven't reached out to this year because I had the Barry M that I was using for the most part, and I think the reason why I was using the Barry M for the longest time was because Charlotte Tilbury was somehow out of stock, and I was really finding it hard to, you know, repurchase Charlotte Tilbury. So I was using the Barry M and it served me really well. So now that the Charlotte Tilbury is back in stock, I find myself going back to Charlotte Tilbury again. So, but it's good to know that I will always have a home in Barry M. Did that rhyme? One thing I'm also doing this year is I'm going to have 2 stash of makeup sets. I'm going to have a stash of makeup set for when I'm at home, and I also plan to have a makeup stash for my travel bag. So have travel sizes of makeup products that I use that will just be in my travel bag, so that when I'm planning to travel, I don't have to like rack my head on, hey, I need this or I need that or I need this. Just have little bits that I can just put in my makeup bag that would always be ready to go whenever I need to travel. So that's another thing that I'm doing this year, just to point out. So that's why I have like 2 of almost everything. So for example, I can always keep this at home. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes, and I absolutely love this particular mascara for my under eyes. This NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. No, this thing, honestly, between these two, I don't know what, I can't decide. I honestly can't decide. You would have seen, if you are not new to my channel, you would have seen the Zara review that I did. I had the foundation. Oh, my sister actually took the Zara foundation, and I also did a review on the Zara foundation and the Zara concealer. I still have the concealer here, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of the concealer, so we're gonna toss that away. But the foundation is absolutely amazing. I will, if I am ever stuck for foundation, I would be going for Zara foundation because it's just another good foundation. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go away and wipe down all of this makeup and just get a disinfectant wipe or towel or something and just give this a good wipe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now I have decluttered my makeup. I've also decluttered my skincare, body products. I think I also have a video of that on that, which is either already up or is going to be coming up soon. So yeah, I think the next thing I'm going to declutter now is my clothes. And this is a routine that I do every year. Come January or whenever I start my year, I go ahead and declutter things that I don't want to use, declutter things in my kitchen, declutter things everywhere. So just not makeup, I just declutter and just give myself a new start. It lets me see what I have and what I don't have and what I need, rather than just buying things for the sake of buying. And you know, my mantra is minimal. Okay, minimal but maximum. I don't have to have all the makeup in the world to have a good face on. I can have just a few ones that matter, the few things that work for me. And yeah, baby, yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, like and comment and share this video to anyone who's looking to declutter their foundation, their makeup, and anyone who is also worried, should I get this, should I not, should I do this, should I do this. I think this video would also help them as well. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in my next video.